and welcome back to Critical Reactions with your host, Brian. That was really hard to say because I didn't start with hello. I started with hey, and then my brain was weird. Okay, so we're going to be checking out another band that has asked to be featured on the channel. They have a new album coming out. I think they're a new band. Um, they're called Coping Mechanism from Germany. Oh yeah, debut albums. Yeah, they're a new band. The album comes out in 2 weeks on Friday, and they'd like to get some attention on this release, so they're asking people to check it out. It's an instrumental progressive band. They say that if you like Sean, Polyphia, or Between the Buried and Me, you might enjoy them. And guess what? I enjoy a lot of what those bands do. Between the Buried and Me is definitely a wild band. Sean was fantastic, and Polyphia, I mean, they're good. I may not always enjoy their music, but you got to give them props for their musicality and and musicianship. So yeah, let's get into this. I'm excited about this one. Ooh, I was not expecting that bass to go back down. I mean, it's a piano, but you know the bass line. Wow, the drumming is standing out so far. It's very sporadic. It's interesting that they swapped ideas so quickly and now they're sticking with this one. Alright. Really cool triplet feel on the bass kicks there. Wow. Keep the tremolo picking but cut the drums in half. Real smart decision to open up the space. Ooh. Yeah, this is easily the most melodic section so far, and I am really loving it. a little busy, but it's working. I think a lot of that's due to the mixing. Bringing the tremolo picking line back in a new context. We got some nice variation going on throughout this whole track so far. All right. So yeah, basically, I don't know if I put it in the same sphere as Sean, but yeah, definitely instrumental. Bits of it are technical, but they have a they lean into atmosphere a lot, um, which is interesting. We haven't really seen too many instrumental bands do that. The whole atmosphere thing's kind of been prevalent on the channel lately. That's not by design at all, but we've seen a lot of atmospheric bands lately, and I think this one fits right in with some of the ones we've checked out already this week, and the week prior. Um, but there's there's a lot of cool things going on here. They do a really good job with theme and variation. There's a lot of very similar ideas that are being used throughout this song. Not necessarily like copy pasted, but it'll be a section that's very close. Like even the two piano sections, the intro section with the the bass doing the bass line and then the right hand doing more of a melody is very similar to the piano line that's used in the halfway point where you have the alternating high and low creating a melody together. Um, a lot of the same chord progressions and overall melodic shaping is used throughout both of those, and then that idea is then reflected in the guitar not too long after the second piano section. Actually, I think it's right after the second piano section. Um, but yeah, that idea is then put into the guitar, and then they take the tremolo picking from earlier in like the speed death metal section, and they reintroduce that in the end over the piano part though this time, and it's something really clever, that's really difficult to pull off because the basic foundation to writing music like this, where you can mix and match pieces throughout, is that the song really can't change. If you change keys or if you change, if you're looking at shaping, you can't really change time signature there. Um, you can't even really change chord progressions because you need to be able to take any part of any song or any part of the song and overlap it with any part, another part of the song, and they have to be in the same, close to same chord progression, or else you're going to end up with a lot of dissonance you don't want. So the song really doesn't change much in its foundational core. A lot of the chord progression and ideas kind of permeate the entire song. But what's interesting is that they're taking a single concept and they're doing, 5, 6, 7 different styles, different ideas, utilizing this fundamental core. And by using all these styles, you end up with a song that doesn't sound like it's the same, because the song is always changing in one way or another, but the foundation is not changing. And that allows them to pick and choose things throughout the song to reuse later, or to reintroduce later in variations, or to, put it in a different instrument. And because of that, there's a core theme to the song. So yeah, that's some classical composition stuff being thrown in here that I really enjoy. I would love to see the sheet music to this and kind of see how everything lines up. I think that would be really cool because hearing it's one thing, but for me to really get a concept of what's going on, I need to see the sheet music so I can see the actual chords being used and how they're being reused or minorly reshaped, melodic lines and all that stuff. So, but yeah, overall, I mean, I really dig that ability to. I mean, we've had a few bands on here that do that where they take a single idea and the song doesn't really move much, but they make sure that it doesn't get boring. And this is just another way to do that. It's you keep a single idea and you change everything else around the idea. I don't know if we've had a song that's really done it like this before, though. I don't know. We've done a lot of songs, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember them all. Okay, that's just my memory isn't perfect. Some days it's not even that great. What I even have for breakfast today? But yeah, so it's really cool to see that show up in a metal or a rock song wherever you want to place this. They change so many genres that I don't really know if you can place it in any experimental metal would probably be or just progressive. That'd probably be what I would place it as. But yeah, so I really enjoy how they did that. I did find it interesting though. At the beginning, we went rapid fire, like three or four different ideas, um, and then we landed on the most static version of the most static idea that they had yet, and that interests me. I'm very intrigued as to how that came about in the composition process. I think that a couple of the other ideas that were done before the drum and bass section were more interesting to me. They weren't as atmospheric, and if that was the purpose of that section was to create an atmosphere or maybe like a creeping dread, I get it. But we lingered on that section for a long time, and it was such a stark change from just the wild disregard for staying with anything before that, that it really sticks out, and I think a lot of it is context because it really wasn't that long when you think about it. Um, it was really only 8 repetitions tops, I think. It really didn't stick around for that long, but compared to everything that came before it, where we were getting 4 to 8 bars each, and then we were gone, we were doing something else. That made it feel like it was sticking around a lot longer than it was. So yeah, to me that's an interesting composition choice. A lot of the song moves at a rapid pace, and the two times that it kind of stops and slows down are these atmospheric, sparse drum and bass sections. Um, so yeah, it's like that boggles me. It works to an extent, and it definitely works on a juxtaposition level because it is just so different, and it makes the other sections seem faster, and maybe that's why they were there as sort of a context thing. Be like, if you just kept swapping around things, it would be chaotic. But you have these moments of chaos, these pockets of chaos, surrounded by these moments of not serenity, but definitely solitude, staticness, just sitting in this almost empty place. Like compared to a lot of the other sections, especially the speed black metal section, just having a sparse drum line with the bass. Nope, sparse bass line with the drum. It's empty. A lot of the other places fill up the sound sphere, and those sections just empty. And maybe that solitude, because I think after the first bit of solitude is the speed metal section, and in the video they were being attacked or dragged or something like that. So that could have been like the creeping presence, feeling alone, feeling paranoid, something's not right, but you can't see it, you can't feel it. Everything's empty around you. You don't see a problem, but you feel a problem. And then the speed metal kicks in. So maybe I gotta listen to this again. I think there's a lot of context that I missed as I was trying to listen to it on a theoretical level instead of like a narrative level. But yeah, I enjoyed a lot of this. Um, but you guys gotta let me know what you thought. Put down in the comments if you enjoyed this, if you're gonna be checking out the rest of their album when it comes out next Friday. Um, yeah, let me know down in the comments what's up, because I enjoyed this. What did you guys enjoy? While you're down there in the comments, you can like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Those things help me out immensely. You can also check out my Twitter or my Patreon. Those links are in the description. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. UTC, as usual, with next week's theme, which is Bryan's favorites. We're going to be looking at bands that I've enjoyed in the past I'd like to revisit. So I'm really excited about that. We got some Rivers of Nihil coming back. Yeah. Get some more, hopefully, some more jazzy sax stuff inside of some metal. I'm not going to spoil when that is. I don't think it's tomorrow, but yeah, that's coming back next week. Excited about that. I'm excited about all these. These are bands that I liked. So, yeah. Until then, you guys stay safe out there and have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you choose to watch my videos. Goodbye.